Hello, everybody. How are we? Welcome to another live stream. Hello to all my friends on YouTube. How are you today? How's life? Are you chilling? How was your weekend? What's up? I see y'all in the comments. Hello. It was a pretty chill weekend over here. Over here we were mostly like I'm in a cold place. So we had snow and we had snow flurries and we had like can't see the houses across the street type of snow flurries. So that was fun. We're living in the cold months, man. What can you do? We're living in the cold months. I want to get back to like the warm season. Me personally, I'm a summer bitch. I want it to be hot. I want to be in the middle of July, okay? I was born in July. I like summer. Throw me into the heat, please. But I know most people are spring boys. You know, they're little spring babies, which is totally chill. I can get down with some spring temperatures. So anything but the freezing cold. All right, I am the miser brothers, where there's heat miser and there's snow miser, and I am heat miser. I want nothing to do with snow miser. Okay, so I'm impatiently waiting for all of this snow and cold weather to be over with because I want absolutely nothing to do with it. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We're still in February, so February still means cold. But hopefully wherever y'all are at, it's either warm and you don't have to deal with the snow and the freezingness, or you're staying warm with, you know, blankets and heat and hot chocolate and big old jackets and everything else under the sun that's going to keep you warm. Because if not, well, at least we're suffering together. You know what I mean? At least you're not alone. That's all I can really say, is at least you're not alone. You like fall, Fried? You know, that I think that's a fair take. I think that's an okay opinion. Listen, and no, you know what? I'll even back you. I think that's a good opinion. I think that's a good opinion, Fried. I really do. Because fall is that, they call it sweater weather, where it's sort of like that perfect temperature where you don't have all the rain and the mushiness from spring, but you're not like burning hot like they are in the summer. So a lot of people like fall because it's a little bit cooler. You can be outside in like a sweater or a little jacket and you don't have to wear all these clothing for winter, but you can still do work. It's not so hot that you can't like work a job. You know what I mean? You can't go running. You can't do all these things. So I think liking fall is the other option. You know what I mean? Like I might be a summer girly, but I do see that fall is number one. Fall is what the majority would pick, I think. And so I think you're right for liking fall. We just like alternative shit here because some of us have to be the alternative freaks. So, but I get it. I get the fall answer. I will never, ever respect a winter answer. I'm sorry, but if somebody tells me they think winter is the best season, or they like winter, or they like the cold, or they like the snow, absolutely not. You are a freak of nature. I don't know who you are, why you're here. Absolutely not. You can be whatever you want. We respect all people except bitches who want the snow, okay? That's the only thing. If you want this, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Only things I like about winter is sledding and throwing snowballs. Yes! No, okay, so winter activities can be fun. I will even give grace and say that the snow itself is not actually my issue with winter. Would I choose it? No. But the snow itself is not my issue. My issue is the cold. Right? Like, I don't want the freezing temperatures. Because if it's snowing, it has to be cold enough for it to freeze, but it can't be like so cold that there's like crazy ice on the floor, or the snow would like freeze. You know what I mean? You have to be at a certain temperature for the snow to come down and be like good packing snow that you can use for snowman, you can use for sledding, you can use for snowballs. That kind of stuff is fine. It's all of the black ice, and when it freezes over like the house and it freezes over the walls and everybody's slipping and falling and it's like negative 12 degrees outside and you're boarding all your windows and your doors so that the heat doesn't escape through the cracks. I'm like, no, I don't want the cold. If we had snow without the cold, I'd be down. You know what I mean? Like, that would be chill. I love the aesthetic. I think a snowstorm is beautiful because I'm a horror girl. So I love snowstorms in like the dead of the night where you can't see 2 feet in front of you. I think that's gorgeous. I love like a howling wind going on in the background. But I don't like cold. I don't like cold. I don't want my hands to crack. I don't want like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to see my breath. I don't want to have to put on gloves and boots and go tromping down like ugh, I hate it. I hate that. Your little chug from last time? Oh, hi, bud. How are you? I'm glad you came back. How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun over the weekend? And are you okay with me calling you Fried, or do you want me to call you Little Chug? Does the rain help you sleep? Because it does for me. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm a sleep to thunderstorm person. I love thunderstorms because if there's a thunderstorm roaring outside or if somebody puts a thunderstorm on like a speaker, I'm out so fast. I love rain. Sound of rain absolutely helps my sleep. 100%. 100%. I used to, I kind of rotate through what I fall asleep to. Like, I used to fall asleep to thunderstorms for quite a couple of years. And I'd play them on my Google Home, and I would just blast the shit out of thunderstorms and make everybody else I lived with be like, girl, what the fuck? Why are you listening to thunderstorms? Then I moved to those videos of, like, text-to-speech. Ooh, I'm hitting things. I got back up. I started falling asleep to text-to-speech narrators reading Reddit stories. It's very specific, but for some reason the monotony of like the robotic text-to-speech boys would put me to sleep. And it gave my brain something to focus on because that's the hard part for my brain is I can't just like go to sleep and like count sheep. I have to be focusing on something or my brain starts going crazy and thinking of other things. You can call me Fried. Okay, cool. And so I was listening to these text-to-speech Reddit stories to go to sleep so that I could listen to the story until I finally like passed out. And now currently I put on live streams from like YouTubers I watch. So I'll put on a Ludwig live stream. I'll put on a Doug live stream. I'll put on a Point Crow, or I used to do Small Ant, Morph. Moarf, I think, is a really good one to listen to fall asleep. I love the Doug ones just because, like, I need it to be loud and entertaining. I can't put on people who don't talk or I can't fall asleep. They gotta talk, you know? Your weekend was good because you're at a hotel right now. Ooh! Congrats! I hope you're enjoying hotel life. Hi, Mad Max. How are you, friend? Hotels are so much fun. They're really an interesting experience because you kind of, I don't know if this is your, like, I don't know if you grew up with this or if you know of this, but they're very Zach and Cody vibes where it's like, oh, if I lived here, other people would do my laundry and I could get room service every day and someone else would clean my room. And like, you know, it's fun to imagine all of the little, sort of like things that you could get when you live in a hotel, and it's fancy and there's people working. So hotels are like a fun thing to stay in. You feel very like luxurious even at a non-luxurious hotel. You know what I'm saying? How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? How are you? How has your life been? How has your weekend been? What fun things have you been doing? Tell me all about the fun things you've been doing. They violated me with egg rolls because I asked for too much. And did they give you like a whole stack of egg rolls? Like a whole ass plate? They do that sometimes. Hotels can do that where you'll be like, oh, can I get one of those, please? And they'll be like, yes. And then you turn around and they have like 20 on a plate and you're like, you know what I mean? You're like, oh my God. Aw, Ruben, that's very cute. No matter what you do, who you are, or what you're like, we're all human and care for each other. Of course. Yeah, we're big on it here. As you can see, I'm not a normal girly. I'm an alternative bitch. So we love all people here. We're queer friendly. We're minority friendly. We do all that kind of jazz. And we don't get political here, but like, if I smell some bullshit, I'll call it out. You know what I'm saying? But no, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, hotel people are really, I think people who make food and like offer you or serve you food in general, um, it's very funny because they want you to eat, right? They want you to enjoy it. They kind of give you like the grandma or the relative vibe where they're like, "You're so skinny, eat more food." You know what I mean? And so like that's very funny. Yes, it's very true. There was a tray of egg rolls. Dude, that's crazy. That's wild. They gave you a whole ass tray of egg rolls, man. They said they want egg rolls, they're gonna get egg rolls. So like that's funny. I've stayed in not not like what's the term? Hold on, hold on. It might be an American term, but I don't know. Um bed and breakfast, but like not chain bed and breakfast. I'm talking like because I stayed when I went over to, sometimes it happens here in the US too, but when I went, oh, I got hiccups already. When I went to other countries, they would have like family owned businesses that were bed and breakfast. And so I stayed at one that was so much fun and it felt really homely and really sweet and I loved it a lot. Where like they would home make the breakfast and you could come and eat it in the morning or they'd put a little plate at your door that you could eat from. And it was like straight up the lady who owned, the rooms would just make breakfast. It was like, eggs and toast and bacon, whatever. And it was really cute and I loved that environment. I'd love to stay at more places like that. I love when they're like family owned and friendly. You just gained 2 subs? Aw, thank you, Fried. That's very sweet. Yeah, it's one of those things where like I don't pay attention too much to like sub counts or anything like that. But it's one of those things where yeah, I don't pay attention to those notifications. We're kind of just a little community, you know what I mean? Like if people want to stay and chat, that's cool. If they want to subscribe, that's great, but it's not that big of a deal here. Good evening, Rach. Hi, Andrew. Welcome, Andrew. Scarlet anime movie was superb. There was a musical in it. And I am the opposite. Suburb ambient sounds and or silence puts me to sleep. Andrew, that's crazy. Oh my god, I can't do silence like ever. If there's silence, I freak the fuck out. Like I have to have headphones on. I gotta have music playing. Absolutely no, I cannot do silence. Unless I'm like reading a book or something where I'm like, okay, I need everybody to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like if I have to really, really concentrate, maybe. But, oh, I don't like silence at all. Also, I'm glad the Scarlet movie was good. What do you mean there was a musical number in it? What do you mean? What happened? Tell me about it. The phone I had got for Christmas when I was in the poll, I forgot it was in my short pocket. And you swimmed with it, but it turns out it was waterproof. Whoa. They making phones nowadays that are just fully you can get in a pool and it's waterproof? That's crazy, Fried. That is absolutely fucking wild. Because I know like my phone is one of those ones where you accidentally like drop it, pick it up, dry it off, and it'll be fine. Just give it a second to like, decompress from the water, right? And get it all out. But to swim with it in a pool and have it be fine is crazy ass technology. Like we live in a crazy time period where we can just take an electronic and chuck it in some chlorine filled water and then pull it back out and be like, nah, it's good. It's good. I mean, I'm glad it was good because if you had to realize that it was in there and then you pulled it out and then it didn't work, then you have to purchase a new phone. And that shit's crazy because phones cost way too much nowadays. Oh, you said pull instead of pool? That's chill. People do typos all the time, especially if you're like watching on your phone or something and you want to chat, then it's like real hard because you're like, I can't like go back and do all the things. So it's chill. If I don't understand, I'll ask, but I got what you meant. I got what you meant. Don't worry about it. I got you. But yeah, that sounds like fun. I love little bed and breakfast and hotels and that kind of stuff. I've always, not always. We're having weird language things today. I enjoy a good Airbnb too. like a good rent out this house or this apartment or whatever it is. If the Airbnb is good quality and the hosts are nice and, you know, it's in a nice spot, it's kept clean, everything's there and prepared, I will never understand an Airbnb that, like, doesn't keep utensils in it if there's, like, a kitchen. Like, if you have a kitchen and you're gonna expect people to use, like, a sink or an oven or something, I've seen Airbnbs that straight up just don't have, like, forks or knives or spoons. And you're just kind of like, huh, this is weird. Or they don't have, like, cups and bowls and plates. I'm like, would you expect someone to, like, bring their cups and bowls with them on vacation? What? So I will say a good Airbnb with all of the kitchen utensils, and if you get, like, a little kitchen space to cook, can be really nice if you're doing a long enough stay, because then you can bring, like, little groceries home and little snacks, and it's not so much like, well, I guess we gotta eat out for, like, the 5th time in a row because we're in a hotel room. You know what I mean? Because, like, hotels nowadays, the chain ones have been taking out, some of them don't even have microwaves. I've been in hotel rooms that straight up don't have microwaves. And they're taking out mini fridges too. They're getting rid of, like, mini fridges and microwaves. And I'm like, girl, if you're already gonna make me have to go, like, out to a restaurant or get takeout because I can't, like, cook in the hotel room, what, like, where am I supposed to put leftovers? What am I supposed to do with these? How do I, like, cook popcorn? You know, like, microwave popcorn. What, I can't even heat up the leftovers even if I had a fridge to put the leftovers in it. Like, that's crazy to me. If you're getting rid of, like, the microwave and the fridge and you do not have a food space in your restaurant or in your hotel, that is nonsense. I also think that a lot of places are pulling their microwaves and fridge because they want to force you to, like, go downstairs and eat in their hotel restaurant. And I'm like, girl, I don't want your extra priced, your overpriced food in your diner restaurant, okay? Come on now. I have a mini fridge and I might have put a lot of soda in it, as you should. As you should, okay? Listen, put all the soda in it because they'll charge you for the water bottles. The fact that they charge you for water bottles, it's also crazy, but that's just been going on for a while, which is why I'm a bit more, like, used to it. But yeah, put shit in that fridge. Use that fridge. Don't let them take it from you. The Scarlet anime was loosely based on Shakespeare's Hamlet. Ooh. With that, Columbia Pictures did a conglomerate with the Japanese studio, all in Japanese with English subtitles. The musical and the soundtrack were great. Hell yeah! I'm so glad to hear that, Andrew. I actually saw a film too over the weekend. Wait, I saw one too. This will be fun. We can have a film chat. First of all, Andrew, I'm so glad that you're one of those people. I mean, we met at an anime con, so, like, yeah. But I'm so glad that you're one of those people who is willing to, like, put on subtitles and watch a thing. Now, this is coming from somebody who does watch the English dub of anime. I'm gonna be very clear. I don't watch the Japanese versions of anime. If there's an English dub, I'll watch the English dub without subtitles. But I watch a lot of, like, K-dramas and BL Thai dramas and stuff, and those I do not listen to, like, English dubbed, right? I read subtitles. So it's very nice to, like, have other people who are willing to sit down and read subtitles, especially in a movie theater, because if those people, right, if there's no clientele to go watch a subbed movie, then the movie theaters will not show a subbed movie. So it's nice that you are going to see them in the theaters because you're supporting and saying, like, hey, please keep showing movies like this. So that's really good. Over this past weekend, though, the movie I got to see in theaters, I got to see Iron Lung, the new Markiplier horror film. It was good, y'all. I can see all the little, like, tiny baby cat hairs that are just, like, sticking in this shirt. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I got to see Iron Lung, the new Markiplier horror movie, in the theaters, and it was good. I gotta give credit where credit's due, man. I like indies. I like things that, I like big names. I like big name movies. Hi, friends on YouTube. Hello, hello. I like, you know, big bangers with all the effects and all that kind of jazz, but I do like indie stuff. And so I was excited to go see, like, an indie production in a movie theater. And I think Markiplier and his team did a great job on Iron Lung. I really do. There is an energy or an atmosphere or a feeling, a vibe, whatever you want to call it, that comes with an indie movie or an indie show or an indie production, etc., of any kind. And so it definitely felt indie. Like you could tell it was not crazy, Sony Pictures or whatever. But that's not a bad thing. I don't think having an indie atmosphere or an indie vibe to your indie production is bad, because that's not inherently like anything. So I was excited because that vibe was there, and I was excited to go see it. And I know nothing about it. Ironically, this is one of the few, like Iron Lung is one of the few horror games that I've not played. And I've not seen anybody play. So I didn't know the context. I had no idea. I haven't been watching Markiplier. He's not one of the YouTubers I watch. I know of him because he's famous, but he's not one of the people I watch. And so I was like, all right, well, this will be fun. I really like, I'm an actor. I love all this kind of stuff. Let me go see it. And so I went and I saw it, and I thought it was excellent. There's things that I would change and things that I would do differently, but not in a way to where I'm like, oh, they did such a poor job, blah, 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 right? I think they made a very good movie. There was a little bit of discussion between like the people I went to see it with on whether it was a horror or a thriller. But in my opinion, those two categories are very hard to separate, because horror means different things to different people, right? If you're afraid of being underwater and drowning, that will be the most horrific thing you've ever seen. It'll be terrifying to you. So that's one of those things where it's like a little bit back and forth. Andrew, what did you say? 27 years of me watching anime and reading manga. I was the only person in the theater. I saw it earlier today. 15% off. Yes. Hollywood stinks, and indie movies kicking the door down on Hollywood. Yes. We support indie creators of all kinds here. Okay? 100% indie creators. And that's, so the thing, okay, so Andrew, I'm sorry you were the only person in the theater, but keep doing it. Keep doing it. Go see it. Go love it. And I'm glad it was good, and it didn't feel like it wasted like time or money or anything like that. But speaking about Iron Lung, so I will probably get into spoilers just so folks know, but you can go play like the 45-minute game. As from what I was told, it followed the game pretty exactly, because I think the creator of the game was very like hands-on. It was like, it needs to do this and it needs to do that. So I would like to see Mark make more content that he has a full grasp on, and that he is like fully original in, because I saw Sleep No More. This is why I went to see Iron Lung. It's because I saw Mark's horror series on Amazon, which was Sleep No More, and I thought it was fine. He definitely is not an actor, and it's very clear when you put him next to other actors as somebody who is an actor. But if you're not one, like the people I went to see it with were like, oh, I thought he did a good job. He was in it. Right? So I think if you're just a casual person, did an excellent job. Every time you trip on something, you balance and never fall. I mean, that sounds like powers to me. Sounds like superpowers to me, Fried. Fully does. But so there was a little bit of that. I will say, though, he was definitely a better actor in the Iron Lung movie. And I think it's because he was with himself. There were, from what he says in the interviews, there was like the other actors who like speak as like ghostly things through the audio radio box in this like submarine, were there on set so he could bounce off of them, which is super helpful. But I think he's the type of person, probably because he does YouTube, where when he's in with himself and when he's sitting with himself, he's a lot stronger of a performer than when he's bouncing off of like other people that are actors in that space. Because when the parts of the movie, which were the majority, like 99.9%, were all just him, and there were like voices through a radio or him talking to himself or just existing with him as a character. And those were excellent. Those were really, really good. He has a strong grasp on... Oh, sorry, it rocked all by myself. It rocked all by myself. It felt like I was stupid rich in my own theater. I love that, Andrew. Yes. Getting to go see a movie and ending up being like one of only like a couple people in there or by yourself is the greatest feeling ever. But there's beautiful kind of part of Iron Lung when he's in with himself, not the radio parts even, when he's like bouncing off voices in the radio or talking to someone on the radio, that he is able to drop into very strongly. And it is something we work on for a little bit in like traditional acting school, which is some of the first projects that you do is you have to do something entirely mundane, no dialogue, and you have to do like 3 minutes of just you doing something. And we need to be able to feel and understand and live through your emotional life and your emotional intelligence. Like the one I did for when I had to do like my exam for it was I did a scene where I had like lost my keys. And that was it. That was the whole scene. And there's no dialogue, there's no nothing. But it's you like living and breathing with yourself in that space and dropping into it. That's like the best phrase I can use is dropping in. Because you really do. Like if you ever study it and you get that click moment, you'll know when you're in it because you legitimately feel yourself like dropping into shoes. And he was able to do that for scenes like that. Like when it was only him there, I was like, he's in. He's locked. Nowadays it's locked in, right? But he's dropped in, he's locked in, and he's there. When other people started to get involved, whether through radio voices or through like face-to-face contact, like acting in a scene, I was like, ooh, oh, he's coming out. He's out of it. You know what I mean? Like he's a little too high above the water right now. He was better with just the voices than the actual people present. But there was still a little bit of it in there too. And this is not a knack, right? Like acting's hard as fuck. So he improved a lot and he did a really excellent job. And I don't think it would take any casual viewer out of the space. So kudos to him. And like, he'll never see this, but hi Markiplier, if you want to act in more horror shit, hit me up, bro. Like, that's my whole jam. Kind of sad because I made some CapCut videos and only got 3 subs. Nah, that's just how it goes, Fried. And you're good to be AFK. You can lurk all you want, my friend. You don't gotta chat. It's all good. Nah, that can suck, but like, that if you'll notice, like, you could go to my channel and shit. My long form videos don't do jack shit. Like, they don't get views to save your lives. Now, my shorts do well because I have an editor and he's fire, okay? He's very good at his job. Also, no, I will not be playing Sprunky. I don't even know what it is. Wait, is that the thing? I think that's the thing that, like, my 5-year-old cousin likes. And so I will not be playing that shit. I really don't change most of what I play. I don't play games very much at all. And so that's one of those things where it's like, the only reason we technically play Final Fantasy on here is because people got lives and I don't want to make them sit here for 3 hours chatting to me. You know what I mean? So we play Final Fantasy in quotes. Now there are some games that we lock into, like Date Everything, or Dispatch. Those were games we locked into. And I need another one that we can jump in and lock into. Lemon Zero Sugar-Free Powerade, Lime Zero Oh, is this the concoction you did for your movie theater thing? Do they let you do that at your movie theater, Andrew? Because like any movie theater that I've been to does not let you like mix the different liquids anymore. It's all behind the house in concessions, you know what I mean? But your combo is Lemon Zero Sugar-Free Powerade. Okay. First of all, Powerade in a movie theater is crazy. Lime Zero Sugar Powerade and Mr. Pibb is the best drink concoction. I don't even know what Mr. Pibb is. I've never heard of that in my life. What is that? Mr. Pibb. What is Mr. Pibb? Style is a soft drink. Oh, it's a Coca-Cola thing that's supposed to be a competitor to Dr. Pepper. I mean, I don't drink Dr. Pepper, but something tells me they ain't gonna win that fight. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna win that fight. Oh, that's awesome, Fried. Fried, when you figure out the name, let me know. Let me know. I'll check it out. We got Discord too, so you're more welcome to put it in the Discord. The chat doesn't take links, but if you get a link or a name, let me know. I love checking out people's shit. That's my favorite. I love all the indie projects. That's my favorite shit. But yeah, Iron Lung was really good. There's some things that like I think could have been changed to make it scarier, if that makes sense. It was a good thriller and a good like horror and stuff, but there were opportunities that like me watching the film was like, that's a missed opportunity. You should have done something here to scare the bejesus out of people, because it was essentially a single set horror, or a locked room horror, so to speak. So a locked room horror plays off the pun in a murder mystery of a locked room murder or locked room mystery, where you are stuck in one place for the entirety of your piece, and that does not change. And when you're stuck in one place, you need to keep evolving either like different aspects of it in order to keep your audience entertained. So in a horror specifically, you need to be fucking with the background, the set pieces, the music, the lights. They had gorgeous camera angles. Whoever was like doing the cinematography and working on those cameras, perfection. Hire that person again. Gorgeous camera angles. Really, really good. My issue was we had gorgeous camera angles that we didn't use, that we didn't utilize. Like we would show them, like there was just, for example, for those who don't know, right? In the submarine, this whole plot is that he's like in this ocean of blood, and they have like a camera in there that takes pictures of things outside the submarine. Now you find out in a gorgeous writing way. Props to writing for this. I think Markiplier wrote it, but I don't know for sure. In a gorgeous writing way, you find out that that camera is an X-ray camera. After, what happens is he takes a picture of like a skeleton, then he gets brought back up, and he's like, I got a picture of like a skeleton. And they're like, cool. And they want to send him back down. The deal is supposed to be like, he goes into this crazy sea of blood that, you know, could be hella dangerous, and it's entirely scary, and he could just die down there, and then he gets to exit. So when he comes back up with pictures of a skeleton, they're like, no, you're going back down. You don't get to leave. And what they're telling the audience is, hey, he's never getting out of here. They're sending him down here to like be a sacrifice. You know what I mean? So he gets mad and he hits the camera button to try and get their attention. And we find out that it's an X-ray camera. It's not a regular camera, which is a gorgeous moment, because while all this emotional stuff of like, uh-oh, you just blasted people with radiation, now they're going to die from cancer type of energy is happening, the audience is getting the information that, hey, ding, 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 that wasn't a skeleton. This is an X-ray camera that's fucking alive. You know what I mean? And so now all of a sudden we've been introduced to the monster of the film, but backwards. And so that was a brilliant writing and storytelling moment. And there were several of these really brilliant moments in there, but there were some that I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? You've missed an opportunity. Oh, is that like the Event Horizon movie? Is that a good horror movie, Andrew? Oh, it was sci-fi and horror. See, you get me on the sci-fi. I don't know. But so there were moments further on, and like I said, never gonna listen to this critique, so it's fine. And he can if he wants to. I'm not saying anything horrid, but there's a couple moments further on. There's one in particular. They did this beautiful storytelling with the lighting that was really, really impressive, where the only light in that submarine for a good portion of the time is the light that flashes when the X-ray outside the submarine goes off. And so he had like taped or pushed down the button that makes the X-ray go off, so that periodically it would go bing, 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 with the light. And they kept the light very consistent, so that it was always the exact same time, always the exact same amount, and it created this like, we have a little bit of light and it's gone. And we have a little bit of light and it's gone, which is really good for a horror movie, right? However, there's this gorgeous shot of this happening where we can see him sitting there, like reading something or writing something, I don't entirely remember what, in like a book or something. And he's right in front of the button. And so the light's like coming from his left, and we can like just barely see the screen. Because when the X-ray goes off, there is a person-sized screen that shows you what it's a picture of. Person-sized. And so the x-ray keeps going off. We get these flashes of white from the person's side screen. And I'm sitting here screaming in my head because not once for the entire movie did we get a shot where he's not looking at the picture and the picture is something terrifying. That's a perfect moment. Are you kidding me? That's the classic moment of guy like turns the corner and the killer's actually behind the door. You know what I mean? Or the killer's looking through the window as we cross that screen. It didn't need to be a jump scare. There really weren't jump scares in the movie, and I'm actually really glad there weren't. I think that's very impressive. But it didn't need to be a jump scare. It could have been something terrifying that we as the audience would go, what the fuck is that? And then it back to darkness. You know what I mean? And it could have been like a really cool sequence. And I was like, oh, I'm so mad that you did not use that opportunity. There's another opportunity that's towards the end of the film. And by that point, you know that there's some sort of like supernatural or demonic or whatever, like soul spirit creature thing inside in this blood. Right? Because just blood is bursting through the ship. It's trying to take him over and like kill him. And so he's doing the classic that happens in, I never remember the name of the movie, but like the Here's Johnny movie with the big hallway flood of blood. So there's a vent space that he has to crawl through at the end of the movie. And it's like blood keeps like going up and up and up until it's like over him. But it was so, and I say this with love because I love indies and everything can be improved upon. It was such a boring scene that was supposed to be so climactic because he's like in this tiny crawl space trying to get this device before the blood like drowns him. And I'm like, this doesn't feel high stakes to me. Because, okay, he's crawling in a space where he might drown in blood. He's not gonna. You know what I mean? Like, I get that that's the thing for the whole movie. The movie's 2 hours long, so you don't think he's gonna die from any of the other dangers either. But when your danger is just drowning, yeah, okay, it's blood and it's scary and all that shit, and the visuals are cool. It didn't do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? It was very boring to just be like, what's the threat here? The threat is he doesn't move fast enough, so he drowns? After everything we've been to, we know the blood is sentient, we know there's some crazy demon thing, and you're trying to scare us with he drowns? I mean, I guess, pop off, queen, but that was a lackluster moment to me that I think could have been messed with because make hands come out and grab him, or the congealed blood try to like yank his face down, you know, or cover his mouth and go like inside or something. Something to give us a bit more tension and stress of like, well, we've seen him go through here before, so I'm not really excited or gone through the vent. I'm like, there's nothing here. So that would be another note I would give is to me, there's no tension in that part of the film. The Event Horizon has great camera angles, lighting, and sounds. It made you think. A rescue crew is tasked with investigating the mysterious reappearance of a spaceship that had been lost for 7 years. Oh, okay, I do like that plot. That's a good, like, basic reading of a plot, so maybe I will have to give it a watch. It's very funny because, like, for liking horror content and, for kind of being in this space of, like, scary things and thrillers and stuff, I really have not seen a lot. Like, and I'm not afraid to say that. I don't know. It's just kind of in my bones. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, this doesn't work, or that works, or we got to do this, or we got to do that. And I'm not like a god of horror or anything. But I think it's because a lot of my knowledge and vibe checking and stuff in the horror, thriller, whatever you want to call it, space comes from video games, which is weird because those are different techniques that don't usually get implemented into like film or things like that. But I think there are ways to do it, and I think that's why I really liked the audacity of Iron Lung and what they ended up with, because they were using a lot of very good tension building techniques that like video games use that film doesn't fuck with. And so I love that they're bringing some of those new things in there. Besides the storytelling thing, right? And the lighting was gorgeous. And his locked in moments were very fun. And there was like, there was another thing that I was going to mention because that the vent was a lost opportunity. The big picture light not showing something terrifying while he wasn't looking was a lost opportunity. I think there was a third one, but if I don't remember it. And if that's the case, then it must have been lower on the, I think overall that would be my big note is tension only goes so far, right? Because if we're there, we will buy in. I think it's okay to make a piece of content for an audience that has bought in to what you're selling. You don't have to appeal to somebody who's like, I don't like horror movies or whatever because I don't know, there's no real danger. You're not making a movie for that audience, right? It's okay to make a movie for people who have already bought in. But even those of us who have bought in can only last so long on what you feed us. And I just think the tension, while it was excellently done and gorgeous at keeping things a little spooky and scary and oh, what's gonna happen? Oh my God. I think it dragged for too long. It waited for too long, which is what a lot of ghost story stuff can hamper on too, and why they can be lackluster is because they take too long with the what's going on in quotes, right? You can use that and it's very, very strong and powerful, and I think Iron Lung did it really well, but I think they did it for too long. And so by the time we got to here's what's going on, I was a little like, all right, you lost me. We're a little bored. We're a little lackluster. And the ending doesn't feel satisfying now because you've tensioned so long that the buildup needs to be bigger. So I think towards the end, there was a bit of okay. But other than that, it was fabulous, gotta say. I added a wrap to your Date Everything post a few hours ago. The French toilet. Oh, I have to check it out, Andrew. Date Everything body pillowcase giveaway this Friday. Yes. This Friday, we are officially, I'll have bit.ly links and everything, giving away the Dorian body pillowcase, the Dakimakura, from Date Everything. The huge one, the beautiful soft ones of our sexy people. I want to give you a time. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do 7 p.m. like normal just to make it chill. But maybe we only go for an hour. You know what? Maybe. Hold on. I'm checking my times. Okay. I'm checking my times. Dun, 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 dun. I will check my times. Dun, 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 dun. I will check my times. Dun, 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 dun. I will check my times. Do 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 do. Eddie dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Okay. I think. Ooh, I'm hitting things. I think maybe we'll end up doing 7 to 8 and just go for an hour. We might go a little earlier. Maybe we'll do a 2 to 3. Maybe we'll go crazy and do a midday time. But it's still a work day. So I feel like maybe we'll do a 7 to 8. Maybe a 6 to 8 if we want to do 2 hours. So somewhere around there. Either 7 to 8 or 6 to 8 is probably going to be the energy. Because what we can do is we've already done Betty's path, but we haven't done Dorian's. So we could do Dorian's route while we give them away. Woohoo indeed. Woohoo indeed. I'm very excited. But yeah, I think that might be the deal. I'll see how long Dorian's route takes. I wonder if I can get a spoiler free. Let's see. How long does Dorian's romance route take in Date Everything? Okay, so without spoilers, apparently you have to talk to all forms of Dorian. So it takes at least 18 in-game days. Okay, date everything Dorian guide. Hold on. Wait, I'm going to the guide. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dee 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 dee. Okay, there's 17 doors in total. A reference to the publisher Team 17. Okay, yep, the attic door. Yep, we already did the attic door and all that jazz. Okay. We know Tiny Dorian. Yep. You need to prove to him that you're reliable. Talking to every single door in the house. Okay. So it just gives me a lot of them. Okay, cool. So that shouldn't take us too long. That might be the hour. So probably 7 to 8, maybe a little earlier, maybe 6 to 8, depends. We might have Gal joining us to play the Date Everything game since she was here for a lot of the original Date Everything runs that we did. But yeah, I think it might only take us the hour to do the giveaway and to do Dorian's route because we've done Betty's route. Okay, Betty's one of our girls. Betty's one of our ladies. We've done her route. She love us. Okay, we're girls. But we have not done Dorian's. And I think in the spirit of giving away the Dorian body pillow, we should do Dorian's. I know he only wants to be friends, but I think it's because he's got trauma. We're going to see what that man's trauma is, okay? We'll see what his trauma is. We'll figure it out. We'll heal him because we can do that. And if we have extra time, there's probably 1 or 2 that we could still do. I think if we have extra time, we'll see if we can finish, speaking of Mr. French Toilet, we'll see if we can get enough specs to do Jean-Luc Passois' final rap battle. Because we don't currently have enough. We need like 10 more in one of the categories in order to specifically like pick a line. Otherwise, you get soft locked and you can't finish it. So that'll be the plan for Friday, is we will do Dorian's route and give away the Dorian body pillow. And then we will see if we can get more hate routes, because I love me some hate routes. We'll see if we can do a few more hate routes to get the right specs to beat Jean-Luc Passois. Because we must beat Jean-Luc Passois. I love Jean-Luc Passois. He's so fucking funny, man. He's a great character. I also don't have the New Game Plus, so maybe I should get the New Game Plus to get like the new characters, because I think they added 2. They added 2 characters. Maybe we could realize some too. If we can get our specs up, we might be able to realize some of our favorites. So we could realize like Hector. We could realize the Hanks. We could realize, we can't realize Nightmare, okay, because she fucking friend-zoned me, the bitch. Well, she originally friend-zoned me and now we hate each other, okay? We can realize our little emo boy, Shadow Lord. There's quite a few that I feel like we could realize. So if we can get some other characters into hate endings and get the specs up, then we might be able to also do some realizing. So maybe it'll be 6 to 8. Maybe we'll play at 6. So that way we can get like a good 2 hours and do a good amount of content, something like that. Who knows? If I'm crazy and I'm feeling it, maybe I'll do 5. I don't know. Technically we can go past, like, there's no restriction on stopping at 8 p.m. That was just when Gal's event stopped. So maybe we'll do our usual 7 to 10 and we'll just do Gal's Little Valentine's event during that first hour. And then we'll do all of our Date Everything from like 8 to 10. We'll see. I'm thinking of sticking the start at 7 because I just like it. It's consistent. I was going to say fluent. Fluent's not the word. What? It's consistent, and I really think it'll be easier to just keep that time because we can chat for a little bit before we jump into the game. So, yeah. So we'll do Friday at 7 p.m. still, and it will just play for as long as we feel like it. We'll do the giveaway for as long as we feel like it. You know what I mean? And people won't have to stay the whole stream, you know, if they need to peace out early and they want to just put their name into the hat for the giveaway, that's fine. Ooh, the hiccups are with us today. Holy Jesus. Then we'll just like pull the name out of the hat for the giveaway at the end, and just, you know, whoever entered is gonna have to be contactable. You know what I mean? Like, either I gotta be able to contact you on Instagram or Discord or something so I can get your address and I can send it to you. And you can have a beautiful Dorian. You can have a beautiful Dorian. Because Dorian's cool. We just didn't do Dorian's route because he wasn't, like, one of our main men. But he can be. I mean, if he wants to be one of our main men, he can be one of our main men. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're here, Dorian. We're listening. So, we're here and we're listening and we're down for it. So, we'll see how it goes. So, we'll say 7 p.m. start. We'll say 7 p.m. on Friday. We're going to do a live stream. And it'll be our Date Everything live stream. So exciting. I'm thrilled. Y'all, this is the year of getting shit done. This is the year of fuck it. I love it. Fuck it, we're doing it, okay? Hell yeah. I guess for Date Everything, that means more than one thing. That sentence means a little bit more than just fuck it, we're getting shit done. But we are. Okay, we are. And I love it. Okay. So, is it time to hop on the game and play? We finally beat that big ass plot related battle where Gafgarian ambushed us, and we saw the cutscene where the church was like, Princess Ovelia, you're not the real princess. Then so we found that out through the church, and the church was like, listen, we are willing to keep you alive. And oh, did I knock over my light? Or is he okay? He's okay. All right. The church was like, we will keep you alive. We will let you continue being princess if you essentially do whatever we tell you to do, right? If you don't, we hand you over to Duke Larg, which is the Beowulf brothers, and they will, like, kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's kind of where we left off in the playing of the game. But we as Ramza don't know that yet. It's just us as the audience who know that. So Ramza doesn't know. So we will have to see what happens in the plot when Ramza finds out here. So let me bring us over now. Let me turn my sound back on. There we go. All right, y'all. Now, should we do some grinding before we go do plot? Probably. That would probably be smart. Are we going to? Probably not. I can't buy anything from the gallows, I don't believe. So, no, because they're not settlements. I know, literally we should grind, huh? We absolutely should. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But I want my people back, but I'd have to do plot. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see how hard it is. And if we pass it, we pass it, right? Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I've snizzled. Let's see. If we think we're horribly outmatched, grind like a valley girl in a club, hell yeah. If we think we're horribly outmatched, then I'll go back and I'll grind. Thank you. But let's give it a shot. Oh, okay, well, it's gonna force us to grind at least once. Hey, that's how it is nowadays. They don't let you leave room for Jesus. They make you grind, okay? Oh, my lord. What is that thing? Wait, what is that evil-looking pelican thing? What the fuck are you, bro? What is this? An Iscus. Jura Avis. What the hell? It has a talon dive. What does a talon dive do? That's all it can do. Swoops down with sharp talons to attack an adjacent unit. Oh, it can't even fly or anything? Oh. I don't feel so terrified then. Oh, he does have 7 attack. I don't like that. I don't feel so terrified of this weird evil pelican thing. What the fuck is up with the weird evil pelican? Okay, so we didn't take Emmerich in the last battle.
Let's go.
So we can have him here. We didn't take Kinsessa because she was too low. 999. And then we could probably throw in some of our extra low people. Like we could throw in a Timothy. Let's throw in a Timothy. D. And then we get 2 more. We can throw in a Morgant. And the other archer's probably low. Yeah, he's at 7. All right.
Forward.
Boom, 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 boom. Because if we can get these guys up to at least the level at like 11 with like Ramza and everyone, then we might be able to start adding them to the party, which would be very helpful. Because right now we can't even add them to the party because they're way too weak. So they can't even be added to plot. Oh, look at the kitty kick. That was adorable. He just like kicked him. All right. Let's do some aiming. Are we in route of anyone? Range? We're in range of this guy. Number 10. Little Caesars. Oh, really? That's funny, Andrew. It'll do that to you for sure. 100%. Ooh, the bird can fly. Damn, Talent Dive does a bunch. Hi, Fox Daddy. Welcome. Fox Daddy, how have you been? How's life? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about your life, Fox Daddy. Oh, I can't quite reach anyone with her from here. So if we back her up, can we reach this thing? I want to hit the burb. Nope, still can't hit the burb. Okay, can I hit the burb from the other side? What if I go, like, here? Can I hit the burb then? No, but I can hit the cat. We'll hit the cat. Oh, because Timothy's in the way. All right, well, let's do some Mystic Arts then. Mystic Arts. Create to absorb MP and create silence. I don't know if any of these guys do magic. You live! Yes, you do, Fox Daddy. Tell me about your life. How's your life been, Fox Daddy? Remove status ailments. Oh, we can remove poison. Let's do that. All right, so you can wait right here. We're gonna have Timothy attack. Bam! 48 damage, bitch. Set him right there. We can have our little dude attack. He only does 20, but at least he does something. Sit him right there. Had to reschedule my interview today. The VA got sick. Oh. Well, I hope they feel better. That does suck. Like, that's a sucky feeling. But I do hope they feel better because, damn, you know? It really does suck to be sick in this timeline. Oh, good. Good clear on the poison. That dude should be dead now. Fabulous. But hey, you rescheduled it, right? So it's not like you lost the interview. It will still be there, which is what we want. So that's a positive. We got thing in the positives, you know what I mean? You'll get it. You'll get it. I know it does suck, and that feeling probably sucks right now.
Where am I needed?
But I'm really glad that, like, you were able to get it in the first place type of energy. Let's do it on me so that we can do it there. Do you have any more scheduled? Like, I know you were talking about other actors as well. Do you have any other actors scheduled that you can look forward to? We're just gonna have him keep attacking this guy, I think. Beep, little 20. Silly kitty. Kira goes off. Beautiful. Hopefully the second one I have planned next week works out. Yeah, there we go. It's exactly what I'm talking about. It'll work out. Who's the one you have planned for next week? Are you allowed to say? Oh, he's gonna move, isn't he? Because he's level 3, yeah. So we're gonna put it on 8. Okay. Cool. Oh, evaded. Little bitch. Kitty kicks. I love the cat kicks. I'm never gonna get over how funny that cat kicks are. That's hysterical. Oh, he can't hit anyone here. Whoa. If I move him forward, can he hit the burb? Or no? No, he cannot hit the burb. Alright, let's do some white magic then. Oh, I'd have to get closer for that too. Wow, his range is not great. Okay, what is his movement? He can go in the water. And that's only a submerge 1. So let's kill off the purple cat, I think. Okay, we'll kill off the purple cat. And then we'll make sure she's in range to continue her healing. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. She's gonna go off before the purple cat's dead, so we're gonna do it here.
I have to fight on.
We're gonna move him to back up because he can get healed from the cure. We're gonna leave this kid right here. Okay, purple cat's dead. Burb is back. That cat's running. Dadley, what are these or not Dadley, sorry, Fox Daddy. What are these interviews for, by the way? Are they for your YouTube? Because I meant to ask and I totally forgot. Because, I know it won't let you put links in the chat, but I want to know where it goes, you know what I mean? You can always put the link in the Discord. Okay, let's get over here and attack that bird. See if we're in range if we keep moving. Mark Hawes is the next person. Ooh, I don't think I know that name. What do they voice in? Is it like indie voice actor or what's up? Because I'm curious. Or it probably just shows that I haven't seen that too. You forgot about me? No, I did not. You guys just both have dad in your name. So my brain goes, heh, heh. And it can't think of anything. Ooh, she could do damage to the bird if she stands right here. Oh, hers goes a few off. That's right. She's got a book. So we gotta back up to attack with the book. Oh, Mark is a voice acting director. Oh, that's why I might not recognize the name. Okay. Yeah, director. Cool. What have they directed? I mean, I'm gonna find out in your interview, but like, now I want to know, you know what I mean? Oops. That was a will not hit target. Oh well. We'll move him up. Go after the kitty cat. Burb. Ooh, Burb, you put yourself in a bad spot. Timothy will kill you. Oh, duh, because he's blocked. Boy, sometimes I am not smart. God damn. Let's kill this little dude. Nice, he's dead. We'll move him out. Have him wait. We'll put this guy by the bird so he can also hit the bird. Beep. Dee-dee-dee-dee. You put your interviews on YouTube and TikTok. Ooh, TikTok's a good idea because you can make like little short clips out of them. And that can be real popular if you're doing like little short clips of interview stuff. I know those can get real big. So that's pretty smart. Is it just under like the Fox Daddy name? Is it under the Fox Daddy name? I love saying that. Because I will check it out. 40 damage. Let's go. We're going to leave him wait right here. Cat's going to hide. And then I'll come up to see if I can kill off the bird with her. Will not hit. Why? Because the tree? Is the tree in the way? Okay, let's try here. Can I stand here? No, that's not going to work. Can I try this square? You used to do interviews like before this year too, right? Because I feel like I remember you talking about them. Okay, we're gonna move him back a little. Can we shoot from here? No, we're gonna have to move back one. Okay. There we go. Death. Nice death. Now all we got left is that cat, bro. We'll go ahead and wait. Cat's gonna run, apparently. Which is fun. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? How have you been, Queen? We are playing more of the game. We're grinding right now, but we're gonna do plot in a little bit. How was your weekend? He worked on Yakuza 0, Genshin Impact, Splitgate 2, Age of Empire, and other stuff. Oh, I know Genshin Impact. I definitely know that game. And I know a little of the Yakuza series. I know that that's really respected too, which is fire. These are some cool people you're gonna get to talk to. I did a few big ones a couple of years ago. Last year was more of a down year in that aspect. Okay, I was wondering, because I remember you telling me about some really cool people you interviewed. And I remember being like, oh my god, that's fire, Fox Daddy. Okay, I'm glad it's picking back up. I want to see so much content on your YouTube, Fox Daddy. Up that content. Put out those videos. You know what I mean? I missed you. Oh, I missed you too, Kimberly. It's always great when you're here. You have such a positive attitude. All right. We're going to try a round of plot. We may have to back out of it because we might be way too low level, but we're going to try. Here we go. Oh, what the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck is this? Oh no, what have I walked into? Sequential battles. As you advance through the story, you may need to fight a series of consecutive battles. If you return to the world map before winning all of the battles in that series, your progress up to that point will be lost. Oh, we better go grind. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I think maybe we should exit. Nope. Nope. I can't click no? Oh, God. Oh, we're about to get our ass handed to us, you guys. We are about to get our ass handed to us. My YouTube channel doesn't do too hot, but my TikTok is decent. I follow you on TikTok, right? So I can see the clips on TikTok. Because, I mean, whether we like it or not, that's unfortunately where it's at. Is, like, the shorts content and the TikTok content, like, all the shorter clips are where the views come in, you know? But I do love interview clips. So that might kind of be the energy. Gotta fight them all. Literally, it's, this is about to be real interesting. We are for sure gonna fail this battle, but we'll try. Because there's no way. There's no way in hell. Like, I don't even have words. Even if we defeat this one, if we don't get any of, like, our MP or stuff back, we're so fucked, bro. We're so fucked. Oh, God. How many do I get? Ramza's up there by himself? Why is Ramza up there by himself? And I only get 4 in group 2? Oh, God. And they have to be right at the front gate? Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay. Oh, do we put weak ones down just so we can go grind? I don't know. I legitimately don't know. We'll give it a fair shot. Let's give it a fair shot. You know what? You know what? Let's give it a fair shot. And...
Understood.
Oh, they're facing that way. Huh. That's a little weird. Are we fighting from... the enemy's coming that direction? Okay, wait. Reposition. If we're facing that way, then I want to put him back here because I want him in the back. We'll give it a fair shot, but if we just straight up die, then we'll go back and we'll grind a little bit. How about that?
Certainly.
Because I don't know, man. Let's at least get our plot because I love me some plot.
Wait there. I'll open the gate.
I'd rather it remained shut.
Uh-oh. Gaff fucking
You
Garion.
made your way into the castle well enough, but you overlooked the ambush. You still have much to learn, lad.
We are fighting from back there. Damn it.
We're surrounded.
Don't take it too hard, eh? Experience always tells. You may have the noble blood, but I've been making wives into widows since long before you were born. In battle, I am your better.
That is a crazy sentence. Holy shit.
Come, Ramza. It's you and me now. For what it's worth, I'm sorry it's come to this.
Wait, do I have to... Is Gafgarian in this fight? Oh, no, we're fucked. Nope, we're out. We're dead. Level 18? Level 18 Gafgarian? Nope. I'm fast forwarding through this shit. We're dead. We're deceased. We're fucked. We gotta go grind. Absolutely not. Get me the fuck out of here. We barely defeated the last plot with Gafgarian because we had to trap that motherfucker in a corner. Because the problem with Gafgarian is every time he does damage, he heals himself. And we can't deal damage to him fast enough to kill him. Literally, Fox Daddy, that's the correct emote. We're getting the fuck out of here. Hell no. Hell no. Okay, I guess we're grinding. Maybe we can also, like, buy some stuff from here? Can I outfit my people?
Will that be all?
Because,
Good choice.
holy shit, we are so fucked. Oh, we're so fucked, bro. Oh, and there's just no equipment whatsoever at the 2 places we can stock our characters. Yo. Yo. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. I suppose we can give him the Brigandine. Cloth garment with plates of an alloy of platinum and mithril sewn in for reinforcement. Yeah, because he doesn't really need the MP, so we can at least do that. I like everybody on the mage's cloak because it ups their cloak, the physical evasion, and the magic evasion, which is really good because that can help them not get hit. So we're gonna keep them on cloak. Oh my lord, bro. We're so screwed. We are the most screwed we've ever been, I think. Ooh, boy, oh boy, 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 boy. Oh.
This is your grand total. Most apps.
At least we have a place we can grind. The one before this, we really just, like, didn't have anywhere to grind whatsoever. So... Oh, we have a poison rod to equip. That's interesting. Wizard's hat, I think, is the best because we want that MP. So we're going to keep him with the wizard's hat. And the wizard's robe, I think, is the best versus the wizard clothing. Yeah, because we want the MP up. Okay, so he's fine. Iron flail. Wait, what's this? Weapon comprised of a spiked iron ball attached by a chain to a wooden handle. The damage dealt varies greatly. Wait, but it's less damage. Why would I use that? It's less damage. I'm not gonna use that. My giant axe is fabulous. I can give her a beret, though. And up her to 143 defense. Yes, please. Ooh, okay. We can give her the Brigandine. All right, so we're doing some stuff. Raise physical attack power. Yeah, I think I want to keep the... I know I put everybody in a mage's cloak, but... I really like... But she can now raise her own attack power. So actually, let's give her the cloak, because she's got the ability to raise attack power by herself. Nothing equipped on this bitch. Beautiful. Okay. We'll go ahead and give her that at least. Ooh! I can turn on their little health bars and their little MP. How cool. Okay. Oh, we can give him the iron flail. Sure, why not? Put him in the beret. Little Brigandine. Cool. Give Kinsessa. She's got the battle folio. Ooh, what's the mage staff? Sniper staff increases the mystical prowess of its wielder. Raises magic attack power. She doesn't really deal damage, though. Weapon attack right versus magic attack. She doesn't deal a lot of damage. A book made for battle. 715. Versus, like... What was the mage staff? 415. Yeah, it's... She doesn't... It's very interesting because she just... I think we're going to keep 715. We're going to keep 715. But I don't really use her to attack, so I wouldn't see a point in... like, giving her something like that. She's got the wizard's robe on. Oh, I have battle boots on her because I don't take them off unless they've got at least 4 movement. Immunity to mobilize. Yeah. Although we should give her the mage's cloak. Maybe I just take battle boots off of everybody and I just give them all mage's cloaks. Let's do it. Fuck it. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Even if I don't quite like it yet. Oh yeah, I gave her a pistol. Listen, in the last plot battle we had to fight, she was a god with a pistol, and I'll fight people. She was fantastic. Ooh, I don't want the Brigandine, actually. I want wizard for her. And we're gonna give her a beautiful mage cloak. And that might lower their movement ability by a lot, but that's kind of just how it goes. We can give her a mage staff, though. Let's do that, because she would be good for a mage staff. She's already got the wizard robe. And then she can do the mage cloak.
This is your
Beautiful. Okay, we're outfitting our people. I love it. She's already got a golden shield. Okay. I don't know why she has a wizard robe, but we'll keep it, I suppose. Doesn't look like we can do much about it. Let's check these guys. Coral sword, no headgear, wizard robe, mage cloak. Okay. What about these folks? Wizard hat, brigandine. Interesting. I guess if he's throwing items, he doesn't really use MP, so that's okay. Archer, brigandine. He's got the lightning bow. I really like the lightning bow. So he's fine there. Oh, he doesn't need MP, though, so he doesn't particularly need the wizard hat. So we'll give him the beret. We'll give him the beret.
This is your anything.
Okay. And then, that's right, Mustadio. We could equip these guys, but I just, like, I don't put them in my party. You know what I mean? I guess we'll give them some stuff. We might as well. We'll go ahead and give him the Brigandine, because he doesn't use MP as far as I know. I don't actually know, because I've never used him.
This is your another.
We might as well give them shit, though. Now that they're officially part of our party, why not? I love her golden shit. Shining Jewels to enhance physicality. While equipped, raises physical and magic attack power and grants immunity to slow. I think I'm going to let her keep that one. We're getting close to the level where I could let them join, though. Because we're almost at level 12.
Oh, you're here to sell.
I love that voice of, oh, you're here to sell. I think it's the funniest shit ever. It's great, Lord.
You can't say it.
Great line choice, I think.
Are you happy? A pleasure doing.
Okay, I'm gonna sell all of these. I don't want to sell Lamia's harp because we don't have the person who uses it yet. Like, we don't have someone in that job. We also don't have someone in that cypress pole job yet, so we'll leave that. We can get rid of 2 wizard hats. We can get rid of a headgear. 2 wizard robes. Just one. Oh, just one. Okay. 1 out of 5. Oh, 4 wizard clothings. Okay. I was thinking backwards for some reason. A hempen robe. Yep. Okay. We're going to get rid of the 3 battle boots. Goodbye, battle boots.
Are you a pleasure?
Cool. And then we've got a bunch of this stuff. Okay. We should restock our potions, though. That's actually a really good idea. Oh, can we not? Wait.
Looking for after all in particular.
Oh, we just gotta go down here. I was like, can we not restock them here? No, we can. All right, so let's go back up to 50 potions. So that's 11, I think.
Anything?
Yep. High potions, that's gonna be 26. Nope, I'm trying to go to 50. So 16? No, because 10 would be 54. So just 6. I'm fucking stupid.
Thank you very much.
I'm so fucking stupid. What the hell? Okay. Restores amount of MP I do want. Should we have 10 of those maybe? We'll have 10 of those at least. Should have at least 10 of everything, I feel like, is the right way to do it. Ooh, shurikens. Throwing weapon. A weapon originating from the distant east. It spins in the air before hitting its target. Sure. Let's have some of those. We'll have 10 of those. How about that?
Thank you.
Flame burst bomb. Throwing weapon. An explosive spear that showers its target with flame. Ooh. We can take 10 of those. 9, 10. Snow melt bomb. An explosive sphere that drenches its target in water. Attack power 8 and 8. Oh, so these are for, like, if you're going to have specifically oriented enemies. Yeah, spark bomb, which is lightning. You want to throw these out. So, okay, so that's probably more for, like, monsters or something. But it's cool to have them. Oh, we need a shit ton more Phoenix Downs. I almost skipped our Phoenix Downs. Get me all the way back up to 50, bro.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Okay. All right. I think that's okay there. We don't need any new warriors. Are we going to... Are these guys able to, like, class into anything yet? We're going to make him a dragoon. Oh, no, because he's in the night, so he would have to be a thief. Ooh, what's an orator? Wait, what's an orator? Mystic level 3. Whoa. Okay. Interesting. Wow, okay, I was not expecting that. Does he have any job, like, abilities? How much? He's got 339. So he's got Ren Shield. We have parry. So let's grab another one here. Maybe magic or power. Reduces physical attack power. Reduces speed. Gets rid of their MP. I'm gonna go Ren speed. I think that's a good one for him to have. He doesn't need any archer abilities. He doesn't need any monk abilities. He's got a little bit of a white mage going, but not enough to where I think it matters. Black mage, squire, he's already got movement. Chemist, okay. He does have Phoenix Downs. I like a Phoenix Down. But I would hold the rest for ether. Okay, so let's at least give him like a secondary thing. I think maybe we either go white magic or we go items. For now, we'll go items. I feel like everybody, if you don't have abilities in other things, you have to take items because I need you to be able to use a Phoenix Down, you know? Is it Squire that is evasive stance? Yeah, let's make sure we have evasive stance on there. Because that's always an easy one to have, and we should have that. Okay. So, I think we were making him a knight so we could put him further down on the job chart later. Morgan's a level 4 chemist. So that's probably for something down here as well, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Orator. Yeah, we need some, like, level 8s of stuff. Although, I think that's gonna be Josian? I could be wrong. Yeah, you know what? Let's switch him on to... Should we switch him into a white mage so he can become a mystic, maybe? We could do that. Hold on. Because Round Elf is level 4 archer, so he could become a new thief in order to become the dragoon. We could turn Round Elf into an archer. I need to see, like, the whole job list. Wait. I want to see the entirety of the jobs. Because we have... Because Emmerich is a level 5 archer. And we already turned Bertram into our thief.
May I help you?
So he could become our new dragoon. He could become our new dragoon because you have to be... I think that one is you have to be the thief. But I really like him as a thief. I gotta be honest. I love Bertram schmoozing people. So I think maybe... Ooh, hiccups, man. I think maybe we go for one of these other... Yeah, like I think maybe we give it to Round Elf and have... But honestly, Round Elf is kind of doing better as an archer than Emmerich was. Hold on, let me go back to Emmerich because Emmerich was fucking us up, man. He was not doing well. But he's at level 5 versus Round Elf. And Round Elf's already level 2 in Thief. So yeah, we'll have Round Elf do it. All these chocobos. All them chocobos. Okay. We're gonna have Round Elf do the thief. So we're gonna change him to that.
Very nice.
So that we can have the other one be the Brigadoon. After we get it up there. And let's see what other, like, things he can learn. Steelheart, we love it. Yes, learn Steelheart, our favorite. And then we're gonna save up for movement too. Ooh, we don't have enough for evasive stance. That's interesting. We can put him on items. We have enough to get parry. Let's go. Parry's what I want. I suppose he could be a... ensuring that physical attacks always hit. Ooh, interesting. He does have archer stuff, so why don't we keep him with a bow? I don't know if they'll let me use a thief with a bow. But he's got a lot of archer abilities, so we could make archer the second one. Ooh, he's also got enough for raise. I do love a bitch who knows raise. We'll hold on to the... Okay, hold on. Can he still use? Because it took away his bow. Ah, so thieves can't use a bow, huh? Dang. Okay, only archers can use a bow. Wow, I did not expect that. Only archers can use a bow. Okay. What can he use? What is he allowed to use? Is he only allowed to use daggers? Is that what we're getting at here? Is that he's only allowed to use daggers, I'm assuming? So far, that's all that's lighting up that I have for Thief. Okay. So I guess we definitely don't want him to be an archer, even though he had a good archer layabout from all the aims. So we might give him white magic because he's got raise, but then I have to increase his MP. So we'll give him items. We'll put parry on. We don't have evasive, but we do have a little extra movement. Okay, so we're going to have to get him a dagger. But Round Elf is now a thief because we will turn Round Elf into our dragoon when he gets high enough in thief. And then someone has now got to become an order, which would have to go through a mystic, which would have to go through a white mage. I wouldn't mind our girly becoming an orator. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Do we have anybody else who has a higher white mage? Timothy does, actually. He's got a pretty high white mage. He's, well, not super high, but he's level 2 already, which is pretty good. So we could turn Timothy into our white mage. What about the 3 up here? Because we have her as a monk. We have her as a knight as well. She's a pretty chill monk. And then he was... We can make Lad our time mage. I think I had him as squire specifically because, like, he did not have enough draw points up there. But we can make him our time mage, I think.
I see.
So we're gonna have to get him some stuff too. So let's see what he can learn. He doesn't have a lot in it, but he's got haste. And that's kind of all he needs. Yeah, I was trying to get the squire for movement on, which is why I had him on there. But hopefully he can get it through something else would be the goal. He can't do a phoenix down yet. He's got the cures on white mage. Ooh, he's got a lot of black mage from being a time wizard. That might be the way to go, to be honest. Magic boost. Increase the unit's magical attack power. Okay. It's not bad. We might keep him as a black mage for right now so that he's dealing evil stuff as well as... Yeah, like I might take the Thundaras maybe or the Blizzara. I was probably holding for other things. Okay. And we'll take one of them. We'll take Fyra, I think. We'll take Fyra. Okay, so he is now our time mage. So we'll put him on black magic. And then we're waiting for parry from the knight, I think. Oh, that's why I had him on squire. Because he doesn't have anything in knight. So he can't get the knight abilities. He has to be squire level 2 first. And I want parry. I want parry on basically everyone. Although in theory, if he's far enough back, nobody should be hitting him. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we do there. Okay, so job-wise...
You called?
She could turn into our orator, and we could get a white mage to become the new mystic, which I don't have a super huge problem with. I don't mind Kinsessa as the orator, because I don't really know what an orator does at this moment. And then, who's a strong... She's going to stay as our white mage, because I like her as a white mage. I like Griffin as the black mage. Emmerich can be our archer. She's our monk, so it'd have to be Lavian. Although she's got a good amount of knight shit on. It'd have to be... Yeah, she doesn't have any white knight stuff, so we're going to leave her. So I think it might be Timothy. I think we might make Timothy into the white mage. Because otherwise it's Morgant.
My lord?
Which we can do. But I think we were keeping him for something, right? Archer, thief, white mage, black mage, time mage, and mystic. Orator, and chemist level 8. Yeah, I think that's why we were keeping him there, to get Josian to whatever that one is down there. But I don't hate it, because we do want a mystic. So let's put him on White Mage for a little bit. We'll change the job. He's only got
Very good.
Cura. So, it's not the greatest thing ever. But we can put items as the second one, since he can do a lot of items. And we'll put that movement on, since he's got that. We're gonna have to get some equipment for him, but... Okay, I think that's the way to go. Is to do it like that. So let's get some equipment now that we've changed what they are. So our main folks are here. So Lad's now become this. So he needs a staff of some kind. So we're going to give him a cypress staff. And now we want the wizard's hat. And we want to up his MP. So let's put him in the wizard's robe. And I think Mage's Cloak is fine. So now he's outfitted, which is good. Does she have what she needs? I don't know that she equips anything, to be honest with you. Okay. And so... Lavian's still a knight. She's fine. Timothy stayed a knight. Morgant's now a white mage, so let's get him a staff as well. He's already got wizard's hat. We'll change the brigandine for the wizard's robe. And Round Elf is now a thief, but he's going to become a dragoon. Oh, we don't have a dagger to give him, unfortunately. But let's sell the extra stuff we got. Amount held. Wait, he can't hold the platinum dagger? That's weird. I would think he could hold that. Okay. Oh, someone can't hold the iron flail now. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of the crossbow because... Yeah, because I will give Emmerich the... Alright, hold on. I want to give Emmerich the lightning bow because I will prefer the lightning bow over the crossbow. I know it's two-handed, but like... It's just kind of better. It really is. It really is. Okay. So... Yeah, can Round Elf not hold the little dagger? Is that the issue here? Coral sword. Can he not hold the little dagger? Oh, he can. Okay, we must have taken it off of somebody else. That must have been the issue here. He's got a staff and a dagger. Okay. Now we can sell all our shit. So we'll go ahead and sell.
What is it you're selling?
Amount held. Because now everybody should be holding the right things. We're going to get rid of the flail. We're going to get rid of the crossbow. We're keeping the harp because we don't have that one yet. We're keeping the pole because we don't have that one yet. Oh. Do we sell the golden shield? We'll keep the golden shield. Because we're probably going to get rended at some point. We'll keep the two brigadines for right now. And then we'll hold there. That be all? Don't be okay. So, because this one I also don't think has anything they can use. Because the outfitting is not great over here either. Because who would it be? It would be headgear, right? Yeah, no headgear at all. Okay. Yeah. Dagger. He can now have a shield, though, if he wants it. Okay. Lavian. Yeah, because there's no headgear here at all, which is what we would be going for. Because that's what some of them are missing. Because we keep getting rended. Which is not helpful. Okay.
Come back.
Alright, that means it's time to do a little bit of grinding. Because... Gafgarian's gonna fucking slaughter us, yo. Like, legitimately slaughter. Okay, let's do some fighting. Enemy encountered. It would be nice if in the consecutive battles we could, like, defeat one and then keep all that XP. But obviously, that's kind of the point of the consecutives, so we are not allowed. Alright. So, let's put in our front runner boys, who are like level 11, Jesus Christ, over all the other galley and girlies. So, all the ones, we'll leave Ramza out, because he always fights for everyone. But, like, we're gonna put in, we'll probably put in Lad. We can try... Not Lad Griffin, sorry. Well, we haven't played with a Time Mage, so maybe we should
Understood.
try playing with these guys.
We shall not lose.
And see how they play. To
Understood.
see if we want them in the fight. Because we might want them, to be honest. We might want them in the fight. We just don't know, because we've been using that other lineup.
Let's go.
So,
Let's have it.
let's try this.
At the ready.
Because we don't really know how a monk and everyone plays. So let's find out, shall we? Ba-da-dum-bum. Okay. So her movement's shit. Good to know. Good to know. Cyclone strikes all adjacent units, and she's got Rend Helm. Okay. Now we want him to be in a place where he can shoot people, because I gave him the lightning bow. Alright, we're gonna go for this guy. Oh, but he's gonna go ahead of me, huh? Still puts me very high. What if I regular attack? Do I get to go right away? Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. Now Tentacle Boy. Oh, I should have brought my new thief to try and, oh, he confused. Okay, that's interesting. But to try and see how good he was at stealing hearts. They've got a human archer with a bunch of tentacle Cthulhu people. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, since the monk's in confusion, we're gonna put
Let's
the
go.
knight up there. Okay, so what does time magics do? We have haste. Speeds the passive time, granting haste. So from what we saw with the time mages in the previous battle, if I cast this on somebody, what it should do is it should give them like a turn earlier than everybody else. Like they should be going twice before someone gets to go once. So let's give it to Emmerich. And I guess we'll back him up. We'll wait right there. So I don't know if he moves here. Can he reach those guys over there? He can. Ooh, I love that. All right, let's KO that bitch. Hell yeah. So haste goes off. And what exactly does it do? Okay. Did it bring Emmerich up in the line? I don't see him being brought up because he was already 2, I think. He's hasted. Will it tell me what that does? No, of course it does not. Okay. So right now he's down here. He's 1 and 11. Oh, this turn's gotta go before it applies because he's gonna be 11 and 13. So it does let them go twice. You just have to take the turn before you can do it. Okay, I see. I see. I'm getting the hang of this. Okay. She's got confusion. She missed. That's good. He can do a little damage. I'm not worried about that. Nice. Okay. And then he's going to get to go again on the next round. I get it. Okay. Now this makes sense. I'm understanding this so much clearer now. Okay, so we'll go ahead. So you don't know how much damage Cyclone is going to do, which is interesting. Versus a straight up 20. Okay.
Only one thing for it.
We're going to haste again, except we don't want to do it to him. Oh, that's true. I did give him black magic, though. Because I kept him as a time mage with black magic. So we could just straight fire this guy. Would a fire kill him? Ooh, it's so close. It won't quite kill him. All right, so then let's haste Griffin. 82%. Okay. And then Griffin, we can just kill this guy because a Thundara straight kills him. Yeah, 117 KO. So we're going to go ahead and Thundara and leave him right where he is. So haste goes off. It's a miss. Okay. But here's Emmerich again. Okay, so haste really does do a shit ton. Holy hell. Damn, bro. It really helps on an archer, too, because their, like, aim +5, +7, plus whatever's take so long to go off that it puts them so far back in the lineup that the target I wanted on is already moved. Because they don't get to target the person, they only target the tile. Okay, so we want to be casting haste on our archers. Got it. Okay. This is starting to make sense. I'm glad we brought some of these folks in, because now I'm actually understanding how some of these powers play a little bit better, which is very good. Now we don't want to put them in the way, because otherwise we will be in trouble. Okay, we can't quite reach there, so we can do a little bit of cure. We'll put it right here. Nice. Haste wears off. Okay. But he's still getting the 6-7 there. So, 6-7. So that's pretty chill. Ooh, no, I can't put her there because then the aim's gonna hit. Okay, he got to go before the aim went off. Ooh. Do I let her take the aim damage? We're gonna bring her up to, like, block them a little bit.
Let's go.
But we're not gonna have her go because I don't want to get in front of the aim. Because although no one's gonna be hit by it now, it does kind of matter. Because, like, the bad guy won't get hit, but if we put a good guy there, they will get hit. So cure goes off, which is chill. She's still out here trying to attack, which is not gonna work. Yeah, ability didn't have an effect, but that's okay. It's a 3 and an 8 right now. It would put us at a 6, so we would still go before the archer. Yeah, it says it won't hit right now, but I have a feeling he's gonna move,
It's
so I'm
now
gonna cast
or
it.
never.
Or he's just gonna straight die, because I'm about to hit him with a Thundara. So I'm just gonna cast it on the unit. Even if it hits my own guy, it really doesn't matter, because he'll die from it, and then the fight is over, so that's perfectly chill. So Thundara, love it. And then his aim hits now. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Okay. Mechanics are mechanicking. I love it. Hell yeah. Beautiful. We don't really need him to move because he can just cast haste again. Boy, haste is such a low MP. 8 MP is crazy. That's wild. Okay, we're just going to cast it to Emmerich. He got it again. Damn. Double hasted. Okay. And we're just going to have him go straight up and, like, cast fire. And you KO him. Oh, he might not even get the chance, because Emmerich might just be able to shoot him right here. Yep. Okay, cool. Alright, that was pretty simple and easy. We learned a little bit about how the new time mage stuff plays, so I like that. That's pretty good. Okay. Emmerich's now 10, which is good. Griffin is 10. So let's try and get everybody up to level 10. Because then we are 8 levels behind, which is still a lot, but it's not the worst thing on the planet. We might be able to deal with 8 levels behind, I don't know. In case we have to bring someone. Okay, where are they this time? Are they on the other side? What are we fighting? A single chocobo? A single chocobo and a tentacle person. Well, that's boring. I guess I'll bring the really low levels because a single chocobo is crazy work. That's crazy money. Wow.
I am committed.
They said,
I am
oh,
yours
you're
to
trying to
command."
level up? Not anymore. You don't get to level up anymore. That's crazy.
Let's go.
Okay. I guess we'll just bring these guys, I suppose. Yeah, commence. That's
battle.
crazy. What are they, like, level 20? Did a level 20 evil chocobo? I don't know, man. Okay, I'll start running him. And we'll just have him wait. No, it's level 11. Like, they're weak little babies. This is crazy. This is crazy work, but okay. If this is what they want, this is what they'll get. I don't know how we pulled this, but... Alright, and we'll just use a bunch of white mage powers, even if we don't need it, because... That way he's getting experience in the role, and we can get him closer to being a mystic. Same with the time mage. Oops. I put him into too dank of a surface. Alright, we'll throw out haste. We'll put it on Round Elf as well. And we'll just move her forward. Okay. Doesn't really even matter if they work, to be honest. It just matters that they're getting used, so the job experience is going off at least. Okay. He can technically charm a chocobo, and we do want the job experience, so let's walk him close and let's use it, shall we? Let's charm some chocobos. Oh, we got him.
Right.
How cute. That's adorable. And he gets to move again? Oh, because he's hasted. He's hasted. Got it, got it, got it. We can only steal heart. It's gonna fail, but we can always do it again. We love it. Cool. We'll just start moving these guys, because they really can't do much as knights.
I can do this.
Is that a submerged? Only by one. Okay, so he can still cast shell on people. Cool.
Let's go.
We'll keep moving him. He can cast another haste. We'll give it to our mage here. She can move in. Be nice and submerged in the water. Oh, it cast haste on her. Well, that works too. Ah, missed the shell. We'll move him up and try and charm the squid person. Because they do get experience from trying to use their job things, so it works well. The chocobo's going to attack him. I love it. It's very funny, to be honest. Oh yeah, because she's going earlier than everybody else, which was not the case last time. Oh, he's going to attack the chocobo. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Well, we'll just try and charm the chocobo again because we want to use the job point stuff, I think. I don't know if he gets it if it fails or not. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, so maybe we don't want to use it because he doesn't seem to get the job experience if it fails, which is not super helpful. Ah, that's a submerge too. I don't want that. We'll go over here and use a submerge 1. Try and pop a shell back on. We'll move him. These are both submerged ones. Try and do another haste. Beautiful. We'll just keep moving her one by one. Why not? Dang, so they don't get any when they miss either. That's tricky. Alright, we'll just have him attack. Does he get job experience? Okay, he does get job experience if he hits the attack. Hi, Dadley. Welcome. How was your weekend, my friend? How's it going? What has life dealt for you in these cards? What has life dealt? We'll cast it over here. Worked mostly? That's not too bad. Not the worst thing on the planet, I suppose. Oop, we're gonna leave him right where he is. We're gonna move this kid down. I am grinding because, I tried to do plot, and it turns out the next fight is what's called a consecutive battle, which means you have to win multiple in a row. And I was like, uh-oh, because we struggled so much with the Gafgarian fight. And then it turns out that first, at least the first, because we don't know the second, at least the first consecutive fight also has Gafgarian at level 18. I was like, oh god, we are not doing that. So we're grinding just a little bit here. We'll probably try it after a few grinds and maybe we'll see if we can get it. I don't think we will, but we can at least try so we know what makeup we need. Yeah, much grinding needed indeed. I played the game for a couple of hours? No way! How are you finding it? What's your strategy? What classes are your favorite? Like, I'm intrigued to know what you like to play with versus what do you like kind of keep out? How do you feel about it? Have you learned anything we don't know? Because there's a lot we don't know. If this has given me a single chocobo and a squid man again. Okay, no, it's a big fight. I was so mad at the last fight because it was a single chocobo and a squid man, and that was it. I was like, bro, what are these characters that you are putting in here? Like, that's crazy. Okay. So we'll
Ready
still put
and
in,
willing.
like, round elf, maybe, and, because some of these, I feel like the level 9s, we should at least get to level 10 before we go and try and fight an 18er. So we'll put
Understood.
her in. We'll put
Understood.
Lavian in. And then we can put
Let's
in
go.
the Time Mage and the
Certainly.
Mystic.
To battle.
Fun times? Oh, I'm glad. I do think the game is quite fun. And I could, in all reasonability, if I didn't want to grind, I could just lower the difficulty. But that's shame. Not really. You can play at any difficulty you want, but honestly, I just forget. Every time we boot up the game to play, I'm like, oh, I guess I gotta grind instead of lowering the difficulty because I forget that I can lower the difficulty. Haven't got any favorites yet, still figuring it out. That's fair. That's very fair. You don't unlock classes very quickly, so
Only one
that's
thing
one of
for it.
those things where it's like, yeah, I would agree that it takes a little bit of time to really figure out what kind of play style you like and what's goated, what's not, etc. I'm gonna try and do haste on her, I think. And then we'll move her here and see what Mystic Jazz we can use. Zorb's MP or Silence. I can't quite reach anybody with those. I guess she is still technically attacking, huh? I never thought about that, so maybe that does help. We can't do too much right now, so we'll just wait. In the menu, there's a section that explains the game. Dadley, are you serious? Are you being serious right now? Has there been a section this whole time that just fucking explains everything in the game? Can I access it from here? Is it in settings? Control assignments, keyboard, display, sound, subtitles. Or would I have to go to like the actual menu? Quick removal of creatures and eggs. Choose whether to enable the quick removal of creatures and eggs from your party. Yeah, get rid of those fuckers. Choose whether to automatically optimize the unit's equipment. Okay. Toggle the ability path photos. No, I disable during story scenes. No, I want it on the whole time. Okay, so well, we'll keep those at least. Those are pretty good. Control assignments. Letters. Ooh. Display. Okay, I don't think I can access this while I'm in battle. Under Chronicle, there's something called stratagems for battle. Oh, we're gonna look at that when we're done. When we're done, we're gonna look at that because that sounds like I was just being stupid. And, that I possibly should have just read the manual. Literally. Alright, we'll check it out after this fight because don't we love that? It's probably their equivalent of like in the 90s when this game came out. It was probably literally like you were supposed to read the physical booklet that came with the game. Because they did have a lot of games like that back in the day. So that would make sense if that was the case. She got baby movement because she's submerged, but we'll keep her there. Are these submerged? No, they're only submerged one. So we're gonna keep casting like haste on everybody that we can. I'm gonna put it there so that it gets all of us. We're gonna move her in. She can't silence them, but we can... Oh, we can't quite reach her for cure, huh? Dang. Okay. Well, if that's the case, There's no one we can reach with silence either. All right. Seems to be the case. Yeah, that makes sense. It does make sense. All right, we'll try and charm this guy. Hell yeah, let's go, King. All right, we're going to move him out here. Because he poisoned. Haste? Ooh, we got both of them hasted. I love to see that. That's beautiful. We love to see a double haste. They're like all gonna target this monk, which I'm not super surprised about because she's probably pretty weak. Because we don't really use the monk. Haven't found a lot of success with it. I think I'm just gonna leave her here though. Because I don't think she can hit them both if I move her down. So we're just gonna attack the chicken. Yeah. We're just gonna attack the chicken. And we'll keep her moving. She's getting there. She's trying. We're gonna move the time mage up here, I think. Because all he's got really is haste. Because, right, I don't have the time mage advanced to anything. So we'll just try and haste. Miss. Okay, no worries. She's gonna die here anyways. Yeah, there we go. We're just gonna keep using him to try and steal hearts. Because we want to up his thief enough just to try and make him a dragoon. Because that's where he's headed. That's where Round Elf is headed at the moment. Because I want one of, like, every class. Even though you can't play with one of every class. That's not how the game works. I want one. So that is what I'm doing. We'll pop a raise on Girly. Boop. She's still only got one movement point, which is very funny. These guys are backing up, which is so interesting to me. Because I don't know why you would choose to back up in this scenario when we're all, like, sitting right there. The AI is something I'm very curious about. Like, how does the AI work, you know? I still have the same starting units? Hell yeah. Yeah, I have found that, like, most of my starting units are kind of where we're at. Like, I want to level all these, because these are all, the ones I'm leveling up right now are, like, not the starting units. But I kind of want to level them just to, like, kind of just to get them into a different class. To see if I like the class before I move my current unit. So it's been very interesting. Because that's kind of been the... Oh, she can't hit one up, huh? Alright, we'll put her here. But I still don't tend to use them for battle. The only thing I'm not super happy with is I would be willing to change Ramza's class once the knight gets high enough, because I just have not been finding success with the knight. Their abilities are such a low chance to hit that it's a little annoying to play with. To where I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. 73% chance to raise is crazy, by the way. The fact that there's any percentage on a raise is crazy. At least she's up. Okay. Charming bitches left and right. I love it. We're gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna try and charm this cat right here. Because you can charm the cats. 53%. Oh, we got a miss, huh? Alright, I'll back him up. I'll bring him, like, down here maybe so he can get healed. It's probably a good idea. She can walk on the ground okay. So if we can trap this cat, we'll be good to go. Let's get the time mage up so he can cast more haste. We're gonna do it on this guy. Yeah, I think that's what I want. See if we can get it. Hell yeah, we got it. Ooh, but the chocobos get to go first. They might kill him. Oh no, they're going for the monk. The monk must be a better class than I give it credit for. I don't know. It's really not my thing. We'll have to see. We're going to try and charm Squid Boy, I think. 'Cause he's probably got a higher percentage. 53 versus 41. Yeah, we'll try Squid Guy. Nice. Hell yeah. Alright, we'll have him wait there. Kitty gets to go. Which is fine. Because she can kind of handle herself. Ooh, that's a double submerge, though, so I wouldn't be able to raise her. But I kind of gotta get her across to heal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I go here and I try the raise again. Which, again, the fact that there's a percentage on it is wild. But we can try it. Because all of these people are attacking each other, which is good. It's good for a fight like this. Okay, it worked. Fabulous. Love that. We're just gonna keep going for stealing of hearts, man. 53%, 41%. The gremlins had a stronger chance, like these little humanoid gremlins. So let me try this. He's at 53. He's at 65, yeah. There we go. That's why I'm moving him up, is because he's got higher percentage. And he just killed the kitty for me. Let's go. Love to see it. All right, I'm going to bring her in here so we can get her out of this space so that the Mystic can come over. And we're just going to do some damage, which is good. We'll have her focus on dealing the chicken and the cat some damage because we've got the chicken trapped here. There we go. Nice job, Missy. We'll see if we can cast some haste. I don't know where haste would hit. Okay, we're on separate things here. So I'm going to try and cast it for the Mystic then. See if we can get it on her. Because that could be real helpful so she can heal. Ah, miss. Okay. Oh! The chicken healed us. Well, thank you, chicken. I appreciate that. We'll try this dude since he's at 53. Miss. Okay, that's fine. We'll back our little guy up. So he's a little harder to hit, at least. Kitty's gonna go for the Mystic. Okay, it's not gonna deal a lot of damage. We finally can move her forward. Oh, she can go all the way to the grass. Hell yeah. Because we can get a cure off, which will be good. I don't want to cure Tentacle Man, though, and he does not get to go first. Okay, cool. That's chill. We'll go ahead and cure her up. Whee! Very nice. That's fine. You can attack the Mystic. I have no issue there. Yep, that's fine. We're just gonna keep trying to charm here. Because I want those job experience points. We'll go for this guy. Miss again, okay. We'll just have her attack. Beautiful. She can wait right there. I think Lavian's kind of got this handled. She's gonna take a little bit of damage, but she's pretty skilled at... I mean, is the one thing about Knight, is they tend to be so tanky that they're pretty chill about fighting by themselves, which is good. Now, where would haste hit here? That's by herself, that's by herself. Ooh, I could hit it back here and walk over there so that... Ah, he can't move there. Okay. I'll bring him down one. And we'll try and get haste off on the Mystic again. It's a lower chance, but you never know. Ooh, nice. We got it. Love to see that. Okay. So, I actually... she can't attack from where she's at, huh? Maybe we cure ourselves? Or we could do silence and absorb MP. He's got 12. He's got 4. So it doesn't do a lot. I don't think they're hitting all that much. Okay. Let's back her up and actually have her hit. She should be able to hit from here because she's 3 out. Oh, won't hit. Oops, I hit my own guy. I forget that I can do that in this game. Oh, I opened her up to kitty attacks. I didn't think about that. All right, well, we'll keep stealing hearts. Let's go. Still a miss. Damn, that guy does not want to be charmed. Wow. I'm going to try Cyclone from the martial arts and see what it does here. Nothing. I don't think I understand how that ability works. Maybe you have to be on flat ground between everyone for it to work. That's my only thought process there. Is that maybe you have to be on perfectly even ground for that one to work. Which I suppose is possible. Steal damage to the kitty. We'll leave her where she's at. Oh, see, now they're all leaving the night, which is so interesting. I must have given them too much freedom. This guy is still, I think, the easiest to charm, so we'll keep it on him. Keep him on our side as much as possible. We'll back this boy up. He's got a huge amount of walking
For
movement.
victory.
We'll move her up so she can deal more damage to the chocobo. Love it. Beautiful. And we're just gonna keep casting haste until we run out, baby. She's got it, so let's try and cast it on ourselves. See if he can do it to himself, shall we? Charm deals some damage. Love it. Beautiful. We got haste on the time mage. Okay. So we'll just have her attack like normal then. Ooh, and evade. That sucks. Okay. I don't mind if they hit her, though, because she's got a lot of health. Okay, so... we can pull a cure here on these three. We'll keep her sitting. We're just gonna keep throwing off haste, man. Insufficient MP. Oh, he's out of it, huh? Alright, we'll leave him alone. At least he's used all his MP trying to cast things. It's kind of what we want to get the job experience up. We'll move him back out, and he can kill Squid Guy. So we're gonna kill Squid Guy. Because that also gives them job experience. A successful attack does give them job experience. So we'll go for the cat. Okay, good damage. Chicken gets to go. Ooh, chicken's gonna heal. Keep forgetting that chickens can heal. Oh, and they took the diamond, which sucks. Alright, let's get her in there. Because she can do some serious damage once she's in here. Maybe we just kind of focus on attacking with her at this moment. Because, again, successful attack does get job experience. So let's target this chicken. See if we can get this chicken dead. He doesn't have any MP left, so we're just gonna run him into attack with his little cane as well. Which is beautiful. They're gonna go for Round Elf, probably because Round Elf has been consistently charming. We'll have Round Elf just straight attack, I think. Boop. Love it. Beautiful. He can sit right there. We will move him behind the chicken. Since he can't do any more haste, just go ahead and attack. Hell yeah! KO the chicken. Okay. That means that they can no longer heal. Which is very good for us. So, that's fantastic. We can have her... well, we'll have Round Elf go on the diamond, I think. We'll just move her up. Go ahead and wait. And she can attack from far away. So we kind of want it. So can she kill the kitty? Oh, it won't hit, huh? Ah, it hit our girl. That sucks. Let's move him to the diamond. Little crystal. So that he's back up health-wise. I mean, we can try and steal a heart. He's almost dead, but sure, why not? It worked! That's hysterical that it worked. It's very funny, actually. They can kill her. I don't have an issue there. We'll just... can we kill the cat here? Whoops. We can. Let's take the cat out. Perfect. Move her out of the way. And then we're just gonna straight attack. Let's attack the little gremlin guy. Boy, that little staff does a lot of damage for just being a staff. Okay, attack. Nice. Now I can't get her into attack, so we're just gonna kill this little guy. I know. Oh, okay, we're not gonna kill him, and at least since damage wasn't dealt, it doesn't get rid of the charm, which is nice, because otherwise that would have sucked. Let's move her back so we can kill the guy who's not charmed. Oh, apparently that was too far back. Here, I guess. There we go. Fabulous. Then he's charmed, so he does nothing, so she can kill him. Okay, cool. Nice grinding one. We got some work done, which was good. We love that. Very nice indeed. So Lad's at 10, Alicia's at 10. Okay, Round Elf's at 10, which is very good. Okay. He's a level 3 thief. What do we need him to be at? To be a dragoon? He's got to be at level 4. Okay, so he only needs one more job thing to go up to a dragoon, which is pretty good. Ooh, what's a geomancer? Wait, we've unlocked geomancer. What is this? A monk level 4. Ooh, good, because I don't like the monk. Alicia's about to become a geomancer. Let's try it.
'Twould be an honor.
Now, what do you do, ma'am? What does geomancy do? Manifest the power harbored by the soil or wasteland at one's feet. Deals damage to distant units and has a chance of inflicting immobilize. Is this MP stuff? Is this magic? Manifest the power harbored by canal, river, lake, ocean. Deals water damage to distant units. Flanked with inflicting stop. Okay, so a geomancer is very specifically like types of damage. And so it's going to deal like earth or water or electric, and it's going to try and inflict a status effect. So it's an element and a status effect person. Interesting. Nature's Wrath. Upon receiving a physical attack or geomancy skill, counterattacks with the geomancy skill, including those the unit has yet to learn. Increases unit's physical attack. Ignore terrain's pretty good. Allows the unit to move unimpeded through difficult terrain, such as canals, rivers, lakes, and the ocean. Lava walking allows the unit to move across and even stop on the surface of lava. Yeah, literally, I think they're like avatars, is what they are. Okay, I'm intrigued. Now, she doesn't have enough to unlock literally anything yet, but I'm kind of down for it, to be honest. I'm a little intrigued. She was previously a knight, right? So... Okay, so... No, she's previously a monk. She has counter. I prefer parry. Whoa, what are all these monk ones? So attack an adjacent unit. Unleashes a martial spirit to attack a distant unit. We haven't been able to use Doom yet, so getting Doom Fist might be cool. What does Chakra do? Draws out energy within the body's chakra to restore HP and MP to oneself and adjacent. Ooh. Removes status ailments. Oh, from yourself and from adjacent? Ooh, all of those are really good. Ooh, I like those. I'm gonna take Chakra, I think. And she can also learn a revive. I think I'm gonna take Chakra because if I put her on this new, like, avatar person, I don't know if it's gonna use MP or if it's gonna use physical. So I'm gonna give her Chakra. So that way we can keep the monk as her, like, secondary job. So instead of, like, Arts of War, because I know she knows, like, a few. She knows, like, Rendhelm. We're gonna switch it to the martial arts. So we can see what Chakra does. We don't have parry yet, and but we do have light. We do have the life font feat. So she does recover HP upon moving. So we're gonna keep that. Do I have anything she can wear or use? Not at this moment. Okay. Literally an earthbender. Okay, interesting. Now I can make anybody else a monk too. So, like, what does the monk require? So I can make Timothy a monk if we want to. Okay. Because right now we don't need extra knights. So, yeah, fuck it. Okay, he's a monk now. Sure. Change job, Timothy. Oh, he gotta be shirtless. Beautiful. Okay. Because we can still keep everything else. Because he didn't really know much from the knight, I don't think. Does he have enough to learn anything from the monk? No. Not a single ounce. What did he have from... Ooh. He's got a good chemist amount, but not quite enough. Okay. He had Ren Shield and Ren Speed from the knight. And he has parry. Okay, so we might keep the knight up. But I don't know if we need to. You know what I mean? Does he have enough squire to... He does have movement. Yes, the battle stratagem. Thank you, Dadley. That is really smart. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay, so battle stratagem under Chronicle. Oh yeah, I remember looking at all this shit like once
discoveries.
and then just not touching it ever. This would be helpful to remember names. I should look through that. Locales. Oh jeez. Oh my god. Terms. Oh wow. We can make a whole live stream just reading through all of this. Literal lore. State of the realm.
May have many facets.
Holy shit, bro. You can go to the past and the present. This keeps you up on plot. Okay, okay, so that keeps you up on plot. We've got events, so you can, like, replay the events. That makes sense.
Speak on this again.
Oh, stratagem. Lessons in leadership. Review tutorial message. Academic. Review Ramses' achievements in tasks set by the academy. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a literally game achievements. Okay. Yes, bottom left.
Be sure to apply that which you learn here.
Oh my god. You know, I know they didn't, like, remake the game. They just revamped it. But they could have told us. For those of us who were alive for half a year in the 90s, it would have been real nice to know that I was supposed to read the booklet, that it was one of those games. You know what I mean? This is crazy. Oh my god. It's all here. Wow. Okay. A unit's attributes will not improve when its job level increases. However, many jobs require the job level of other jobs to reach a certain point before they can be used. A unit's job determines the equipment it may use and the abilities it may learn. Raising levels. Must earn EXP to raise its level. Maybe increased by earning job EXP. When a unit performs an action in battle, such as attacking, healing, or using ability, it will earn EXP and job. Whatever action the unit performs, it must be successful, or nothing will be earned. Okay. Different amounts of each are earned when performing an ability. Literally, now we're learning how the game is played. Amount of EXP is affected by the difference in levels between the units involved. No wonder we've been leveling up so quickly. Performing action on a higher level target will result in more. Attack that KOs a target will grant XP bonus. The amount of job EXP is not affected by the level. The higher the unit's own level and job, the more it can earn for successful actions. Certain abilities can perform repeatedly with relative ease. It's simple to learn. Not only does it improve the unit's physical attack power, infallible and risk-free. Oh. Job levelizes true use of abilities. Okay. JP. These are job points. Right? Same way. In the same way, EXP and job EXP. Ability in battles. Key to defeating a foe. Challenges earning the JP to do so. Earning them. If an allied unit performs an ability, all other allied units on the battlefield will earn a quarter for the same job as the unit using the ability. Okay. So I need to be using knight abilities more if I want parry on people who aren't a knight. Now it makes more sense. Dispatch on errands. Yep. Support ability JP boost will earn more. That I know. Okay. Raising maximum HP. Increasing the level. Raising maximum MP. Equipping it with different gear. Bravery. This is the stat I have fucking no idea about. The bravery attribute is an indication of a unit's courage in battle. Units with high bravery are more likely to use their reaction abilities. High bravery in units that fight barehanded or equip certain weapons such as a katana results in greater damage inflicted upon enemies. Low bravery indicates cowardice. If a unit's bravery drops to 10 or below, it will be afflicted with the chicken status and make every attempt to avoid engaging with the enemy. That's why AI was running away from us. Furthermore, should a unit's bravery drop to 5 or below and remain so at the end of battle, it will leave your party permanently? Holy shit, thank God we haven't experienced that. Pay attention to the bravery and ensure it does not become too low. Changes in bravery. They can be raised or lowered by using abilities. Ramps of Squire, ability Shout and Steal can increase it, while abilities such as Intimidate lower it. Choices you make will influence bravery. Ooh. Changes to a unit are mostly temporary, but some residual changes remain. Okay. Faith. Yeah, what the fuck's faith? Indicates its degree of belief in a higher power. Units with high faith benefit from more accurate magics that inflict greater damage or restore HP. Should it reach 95 or higher and remain so, it will desert your party to pursue its ideology? Bro, what the fuck is this game? This is crazy. The 90s were crazy, man. High faith is a double-edged sword, augmenting magic, but they'll leave. Okay. The faith attribute can only be changed with abilities. There are those for raising it and those for lowering it. Changes to a unit's faith during battle are temporary, but some residual remains. Okay. Oh yeah, wait, I knew they had fucking zodiacs. I didn't know it meant something. Every living being in Ivalice is designated a zodiac sign according to the month of their birth. The affinity between these signs influence the interactions between units? Why? Units that share a positive affinity will find their abilities inflict more damage upon one another, heal for a greater amount, and are more accurate. What the fuck? Keeping track of every possible interaction between the different units on the battlefield is far from easy. Learn the affinities of your allies and proceed from there. This is crazy. What the fuck? Unit may hold weapons or shields in either right or left hand. Certain abilities change the way a unit holds its weapons. Support ability dual wields allow 2 weapons to be equipped at the same time, allowing it to attack with both. Support double hand enables units to hold one-handed weapons with both hands. Okay. Parrying and evasion. Enemy attacks can be blocked with a shield or dodged with the help of a cloak, thereby avoiding damage. Right. I know the parry and evasion ones. Physical attacks. Parry will only succeed if the receiving unit is facing certain directions. From front to side. Right, we know that. Magic attacks may be parried or evaded regardless of which direction. The shield parry requires the unit to be equipped with a shield, right? That makes sense. Shield blow from the front side. It depends on the attributes of the shield. Cloak evasion requires you to be equipped with cloak. Yep. Cloak, the likelihood of cycle depends on the attributes of cloak. Physical evasion attribute only comes into effect when attack from the front. As a reaction ability parries assigned, physical attacks from the front and side can be parried using the weapon. Likelihood of this occurring is influenced by weapon parry. Weapons cannot be used to parry magic. Provided attack meets the directional criteria, all methods for parrying and evasion will have a chance to come into effect. Okay. Jesus Lord! Determined by its current job, these attributes do not change when they level up. There are various equipment that will prove it. Allied creatures, which accommodate there are some key differences. Creatures cannot have those 3 actions. Yep, I don't care. Many have counter. Gonna use the set of abilities. I don't care about the creatures. There's so much to learn, Dad. Like, I'm so glad you told me about this. This is crazy. Tame can join you. I don't care about creatures. Sorry if y'all care about creatures. We're not playing it like Pokemon. I do not give a single shit about creatures or eggs. Okay, battle. Jesus God. Turn order. But that's what CT is! From the moment battle starts, the charge time will begin to accumulate. Unit is able to act when its CT reaches 100. I've been wondering what CT is. Speed determines how fast it accumulates. Oh, I thought speed was movement. Units with high speed will see it accumulate quicker, so their turn will come sooner. Oh my God. May only move once. Maximum to her movement jump. These values, current job, they do not increase. Travel further. Allows you to leap higher. Right. Will not change. However, they can be increased by blah, 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 blah. Many advantages. Yep. I know that. Ability readying time. So white magic, black magic, time, and many others can take time to cast. We know this. Cast speed. Okay, I've been wondering how this works. First, you may check the time required to perform an ability when selecting in any menu. Look for the cast speed. This number indicates how long the ability will take to perform, with larger numbers denoting faster speeds. Oh, it's backwards. What the fuck? Larger numbers are faster and shorter readying. Powerful abilities have lower cast speeds. During battle, you check combat time. This is what we've been doing. Is we would check the CT. You overcome. Readying status. The unit receives a physical. Oh, if the unit receives a physical attack while it's readying, it suffers greater damage. Jesus Lord. Maybe we can be winning these fights. Holy shit. Not only deducted when the abilities perform. It may begin preparing about with insufficient MP, but you must remember to restore its MP before the ready. Oh, if your desired ability takes longer than expected to perform, you likely miss the ideal moment. So you can give them MP after you've told them to do it. Oh, interesting. Healing. Yep, restorative items. You'll only be a chemist in the items jobs. Yep. Units should prioritize using ability for potions. Yep. Abilities that restore MP is well known in white magic. Such spells do not consume items. Cast over a wide area. Healing your units. Yep. Yeah, waiting. Select wait from the one that could be. We know wait. Next turn. Oh, units that are commanded to wait will find that their next turn comes slightly earlier. Interesting. Huh. It changes the usual order of combat timeline, allowing for some control over when they will act. Interesting. Okay. Inflicting greater damage. To give an example, a unit equipped with a sword will inflict physical damage when using the attack ability. The amount of damage is determined from the weapon attack attribute of the sword and the physical attack attribute of the unit. It follows that raising one will increase greater. For example, the damage inflicted by such as daggers, bows, and ninja blade is influenced by speed. Oh, okay. So bows, ninjas, and daggers are speed. Oh god. Well, I'm not gonna remember any of this, am I? Black magic, inflict magic damage, the magic attack of the caster, the faith of the caster, which we now know, and the target. Oh, the faith of the caster and the target. Interesting. It's difficult to lower a foe's faith, so inflict greater magic to raise the magic attack. Okay. Both will naturally grow. Magic boost. Rather than simply trying to increase your unit, you can use the enemies against it. Time magic gravity inflicts damage equal to a proportion of the target's maximum HP. Enough to KO an enemy. Okay. Interesting. Elements. Fire, water, earth, wind, ice, lightning, holy, and darkness. May have affinities. Unit with weakness to fire will suffer increased damage or stuck with. Okay. Conversely, a whole. Maybe part of their nature. Maybe a consequence of their equipment. Different kinds of affinities are absorb, immune, halves, weak, and boost. Absorb heals itself when attacked with the element. Yep. Immune nullifies all effects. Okay. Halves reduces the effects. Weak, greater damage. And boost has a strong affinity with it. So it will inflict. Ooh, no, I clicked the button. It will inflict greater damage, I think is what he said. It will inflict when casting. Okay. Can we use your damage to do... Okay. When a unit is KO'd, we kind of know all of this. Oh, how quickly the heart marks disappear depends on the speed attribute. Damn. Oh, it's just because of turns. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Piece of equipment. Crystal will be used to do whatever. When a KO unit will be brought back. Yeah, we know that. Enemy encounters. If face will differ each time. Oops. So where the slightly lower to your camp. Victory in battles will add gil and stuff to your funds. Maybe press A. Okay, cool. On Friday... oh, like Shoe Crew versus Shoe Nation? That's funny. And we'll get there eventually, Andrew. We'll have all the stuff. Okay. Here go the jobs. Lord God. Okay. Changing job reduces the HP. Right. Okay, they increase these things. I got you. Mime. We don't even have a mime yet. Monk, Knight, and Dragoon. We don't have a summoner yet, but we know what it is. We don't know what a ninja is. We don't know what a samurai is. So those must be the ones that we're missing. Okay, so those are the last ones we're missing. All right. Job of the unit holds directly to the unit rather than being limited only to when using that job. Should start these attributes okay. Got it. Okay, don't care about that. Those actually a wide range of ability combining different. You may create powerful stuff. Innate abilities do not need to be learned or assigned. Oh! I didn't check any innate abilities. What the fuck? Have you learned? Oh, I'm gonna be checking that. Showing me the jobs so anyone may use. There are many roles. Okay. Squires. Support the JP boost. And ability focus. Okay. Chemist. Few of the jobs that may equip firearms and with the innate ability to kill eyes from afar. We learned about that. So I kind of know what they do, like, except for the new ones, which I don't necessarily want to read about. I'm not worried about that. Okay, I don't care about poach, because that's carcass stuff. I don't care. Teleport. Show every valid tile. But, yeah, I can fail. If the destination within you stand its movement range, it will always succeed, but free shell out of it can lower. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so I'm not too concerned with, like, what they're going to tell me they do, because I kind of know that energy. Items and equipment, healing, throwing, barehanded. It will perform physical attack. The damage inflicted depends on the physical attack and the bravery. Deal less damage, but it can be mitigated with the support brawler. Okay. Introduction to equipment, daggered swords, blah, 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 blah. Yep. Bunch we haven't learned about yet. Hair adornments. Jesus Lord. Okay. Arm guards, armlets, rings. Status effects. Protect his physical attacks. Okay. Shell is magic. Yep. Regen restores a little bit of the HP. We've learned that. Re-raise. Here we go. Helps protect a unit from death. If a unit with the re-raise status suffers damage as KO'd, it will be resurrected at the start of its next turn. When a unit is revived with re-raise, only an eighth of its max HP will be restored. Okay. Cool. Speeds up the flow of time. The unit's CT gauge fills up more quickly. Okay. Alright. Float. Without touching the ground. Its movement range is unaffected by water. Got it. And we'll receive a +1 bonus to elevation. Okay. Reflect is a status that envelops the unit in a barrier, protecting it from magic. Spell will be reflected away at an angle. While a unit will be immune to magic attacks, even magic that would benefit the unit. Subject to the effects of reflect. Okay. Faith is a status that indicates a unit has become extraordinarily pious. The unit's faith is treated as being 100. While faith status increases the damage of the magic attacks and its chance of applying status, they will also incur greater damage and have a higher chance of having status applied to it. When a unit has faith, its healing magics will become more potent and have a greater chance of removing status ailments. Enemy units with faith can be problematic. The faith status will wear off after time has passed. Okay. Atheist is a status that indicates units had lost their belief, and they'll be treated 0. They'll receive no damage from magic attacks or status effects, but they also cannot deal magic or status effects. Healing magic will be ineffective. Okay. So we have to be careful of that. Invisibility? Jesus Lord, there's so much. Prevents a unit from being targeted by